Hey guys, it's me, Moo. So I have a sore throat, but I'm gonna keep trying talking because I haven't been talking in my last videos. I'm working on an underground bunker kind of house because I had this idea. I was inspired by this builder on YouTube called The Drunken Builder, and he inspired me to do kind of like this garden spiral thing, and I wanted it to be the main attraction, but I also wanted this house to be underground because I never really seen underground houses, and I was like, oh, this would be really nice if people thought the top looked like a park but the house is an entrance by the trees. I did keep the trees that was originally in the plot, and the plot that I used was a plot in the cats and dogs pack. Excuse me. So you'll just see me like trying to rearrange the house to see where everything goes. You notice that I put an appliance, a bed, just to tell myself what room is what, because sometimes I forget. And then the doors, and then the funny thing is my mom saw this build and she's like, it's underground. I'm like, yeah. She's like, what if it rains? Wouldn't that area in the front fill up with water and then the water go in the room? And I was like, Mom, this is a Sims build. It's not real life, but in real life I would never have an underground house because that's one of my fears. And me and my mom were giggling, whatever. So I did want to have an entrance to the house just in case. And then you'll see here that I'm going to start on the outside first because I didn't want to lose that inspiration I had from the Drunken Builder. So I added these trees that have lanterns for, for light. And then I decided to kind of slow down like the building stuff because I noticed that when I make my builds, they go by really fast. And then since this was a cat and dog pack, I kind of used the majority of like debug stuff from there. And then this is me just checking the house and then realizing that they don't have like a backyard, and I wanted to add a backyard. If you guys hear like pauses and stuff like that, I'm either sneezing or coughing, I'm sorry. But I decided to do like it to match the going in, the going out, and this is where the backyard is gonna be at. I didn't add any I didn't add any gates or anything because I wanted to have that open garden kind of look. And that's me just like trying to pencil in the spiral. Like I said before, the spiral was inspired by the Drunken Builder here on YouTube. His was like an herb one. Mine was just like, ooh, what if this gigantic snail fossilized? Yeah, I had a weird idea, but I really wanted the snail to be there. And later on, you're gonna see me add the dinosaur because I like the dinosaur too. I really wanted this garden to look like a regular house garden, but at the same time I wanted to have this mystical and goofy feel to it, because nowadays you can't even have a beautiful garden like this. You can't have wildflowers, you can't have your garden look quote unquote messy because you have your neighbors that are like, oh, that's not supposed to do, you're disgusting, why do you have wildflowers? You know, HOA or whatever. I kept saying OSHA is like for jobs. I meant the housing community that like gives you fines and stuff if your garden doesn't look nice, your front yard looks disgusting. And I didn't want that, and I thought, oh, maybe in the Sims people would appreciate this beauty, and I would love to have a garden like this, honestly. Something that could attract the bees, something that could help the bees pollinate, something beautiful like this. I'm really proud of myself. Like, in case you haven't noticed, in some of my builds I'm not even decorating anymore. I'm just like, oh, here, maybe they'll like this, and that's it. And I feel like I was at this, the standstill with Sims builds, and there's a part of me that was like, I don't even want to build anymore, I don't want to play this game anymore. But then I was like, you know what, I'm going to try to build houses that are different, and voila. A lot of the stuff that I did use for the outside is in debug, so you're going to have to use those cheats. And I was really proud of myself when I did this, because it's been a while since I did something like this. It's been a while since I actually been creative. And not gonna lie, I've been getting bored with The Sims, and Cowdy's fun. Like, the mods keep Cowdy alive, and that's the only reason why I haven't stopped playing Cowdy. And if you haven't watched my Cowdy's life, you guys have to watch it, because these mods keep me on my toes. Like, it is the newest episode is 18 plus, because Jason Voorhees decided to show up and destroy a shopping mall. But like these stepping stones right here, those are in debug. I'm gonna pause real quick because I'm about to cough. Okay, I'm back. So these stepping stones are in debug. Sometimes I wish there was like something that could separate the debug items from like foliage and stuff like that. You know, I think there might be a mod, but I haven't found it yet. Oh, this is this. I'm at the part where I decided to put a little pond, because of course it's not a moo. There it is. I put the dinosaur because I was like, what if there's a dinosaur guarding the front door? Yay. And then of course the entrance. And there's a part of me that's like, it seems a little like dreary. Like, I don't like that it just looks like this. I want to add something else. So, I've never ever had a gazebo in my backyard. I never actually lived that long in a house to have a gazebo. So I was like, oh, if this is my dream house, I'm gonna add a gazebo. And I struggled with this gazebo. Like, I was struggling with the roofing. I've cut out so much footage, but seriously, it's insane how much I struggled with that. And looking at it, I'm kind of proud of it, because I never built a gazebo before, and I don't even know what a gazebo's for. Like, honestly, there's a part of me that's like there's this footage, like right after I did that, I started decorating it, but I didn't realize what a gazebo was for, and I stopped and went to go decorate that little part that has the tombstone. But I didn't know I want this build, because the land it was supposed to be off-grid, but I took that out. And it's a stray cat haven, so I ended up putting like a whole bunch of cat stuff outside. And then here I am, building the inside, decorating the inside now, actually. And I'm really happy with this build, because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna decorate it how I normally decorate it. And I guess the reasons why I haven't been decorating the houses on the inside is because I've been seeing a lot of comments about people saying, oh, well, I don't have all of those packs, so why are you over decorating the house, and it's too expensive. And it kind of like, it doesn't make me want to build houses anymore. Because I have all these packs, and I like using a lot of this stuff because I work hard to buy those packs, right? And people are just like, oh, well, I don't have money to get those packs, and you shouldn't make houses, you shouldn't make builds that have all those packs. And it's like, okay, so I try to stick to one pack, but a lot of the stuff has good packs, and I'm sorry. I did another bunker, but it was like a mansion, but for some reason it won't let me what do you call it? It won't let me put it up on the gallery, because it has like custom content, which I don't even know how to download custom content. So why the frick is it saying it has custom content? And I feel like I'm losing my voice. But yeah, I really enjoyed this build, honestly. I do move around some doors and stuff to make it feel more homey. There are some furniture stuff that I have never thought in a million years to use. That comes later in the library/living room. The bathrooms, I think it's fun to decorate because of the bathroom clutter. I really hope they come out with more clutter. They did come out with 2 more packs, the basement and the greenhouse. I really want the greenhouse. So I'm kind of saving up. I know it's like, everybody's like, oh, it's like $6. Okay, first of all, I don't have a job right now. second of all, I have to save up now because whatever spare money I have goes towards my bills. But yeah, so the kitchen was a little hard because it was a much smaller kitchen, and I really did want like, yeah, those islands right there. And then I really like the laundry room. I even put a chair down there, just in case the Sim's doing the laundry, and she wants to wait for it to dry. She has a chair. Like, I have ADHD, so I always forget about my laundry. And if we had a chair in our laundry room, I think I would have been like sitting down there with my book and stuff. So I don't forget about my laundry, because if you live with ADHD, you guys would know how hard it is sometimes. Because out of sight, out of mind. Am I right? The kitchen stuff pack. A lot of people don't like it, but I kind of like it because it has a lot of stuff that my mom has in her kitchen. And I really like the knife set thingy. And I finally learned how to do take the thing away and move everything around. I finally learned how to do that. Okay, I'm gonna sneeze. Give me a second. Holy hell, this cold is killing me. And then, like, I put pots and pans on top of the fridge because my mom has pots and pans on top of the fridge. Not that hot cocoa thing, though. I just put it up there because I was like, ooh, that would look nice. I didn't really over-decorate the kitchen like I normally decorated because I totally forgot that I do want Sims to live in this. And I want there to be at least a few counters where they could cut the stuff on. You see that I moved the door around just to add, because those walls were like really empty, and I'm finally using the the plant kit that I have, because I don't really normally put plants in my house, but I'm finally using that. And then there's that corner sofa, and at first it was supposed to be the sofa that you watch the TV on, but then I was like, well, they need a library, so then I added a small library, and then I used another sofa to separate the area. And I love those vine curtains. Like, you cannot tell me to not use that in my builds because I love those. And then a dining room, and then I didn't notice that ugly shadow when I scaled that down. But watching it back and realizing that ugly shadow, it's pissing me off. I didn't realize when I was building it. I was so into like, oh, I know I have this idea of how I want this wall to be. Because I've done this wall like 6 times in other builds. A friend of mine told me about custom content. And she told me how some people make these custom contents and you could like use it in your builds. And she told me about how someone has like this gamer room or e-girl or something like that, custom content. And I was like really intrigued, but at the same time it's like, do I really need custom content? I should be happy with what I have. And then this bathroom idea, I actually got it off of YouTube because I wanted something like this with like curtains and walls, and I was like, there has to be something, like, how do I build it? And then I saw it as soon as I opened my YouTube. It was right there, and I forgot the name of the person that had this idea, but yeah, I was like, oh my god, that's perfect, that's what I've been thinking about. And then I put like a shower right next to it, and then the toilet's in the corner by itself. And later on I end up like moving the door a little closer to the shower and adding like a separator with the toilet. But I really like this bathroom. I like that it has its own little private like shower right there. Okay, so I struggled with this bedroom. I struggled with the layout and all that. I had to take out so much footage. I knew what items I wanted in the room, but I could not figure for the life of me the layout. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore. My throat is killing me. I keep sneezing and coughing. At least I made it about 15 minutes. I will see you guys later. I will leave you guys with the stills. Also, I was thinking if you guys wanted like an actual tour, like go through the house with the camera kind of tour, do you guys think that would be good enough instead of pictures? Leave a comment below, okay? Bye!